Hello and welcome to this Warcraft replay. This is going to be the first of a best of three series between Nicker, the pink night elf player on the bottom right, and Calypso, the sort of dark green orc player on the top left. The map is on Nomad Isles, and yeah, I'd say out of the known 8 players, well actually it's 7 because I don't think no one really knows about Eye Huntress. Either way, like, out of the two known players of the round of 8, Nicker and Calypso is probably the ones that people are most unfamiliar with. I mean, like, I'm pretty sure people know who Prado is, who What Chief Rich is, Yumiko, Hawk, all that stuff. So, yeah, I think Nicker probably did make quite a bit of a name for himself, probably in like early, maybe late 2012s, early 2013s, maybe. I don't exactly remember these things, but yeah, he even had quite a, I guess, popular game versus Lordo. I'm pretty sure some people have watched that one. I definitely, it's very interesting to watch, especially just displaying just different, I guess, tech routes you can go as an orc player. And of course, just Nicker showing how strong dots were, or popular that at the time. So yeah, it's not really popular now, because Double Ancient of Lore just happened to be probably the strongest route than Double Ancient Wind. So yeah, we'll see what Nicker goes for. It looks like it's just going to be the standard Demon Hunter start over here. Archer going to pop out, and the Ancient of War creeping will begin. Peon will spot. First trip will be able to just at least know where his opponent is, so no need to worry about going to the top right, which could have been a potential spawn location. Either way, Blade Master is going to be popping out here, and he is accompanied by a grunt, so we'll probably imagine him going for this green creep camp. It is going to be the Null Overseer camp, so could potentially get a, I guess, good item from this, but who knows, we might just get the average item like the ring protection or +3 strength or anything like that. What I guess the Demon Hunter are looking for is probably a circlet or +6 claws. I mean, like, +3 agility might be good as well, but preferably one of those like damage increasing items. It is going to be a circlet, so it's probably second best item that would be picked up. Ooh, Nicker actually gonna pick up that what is it, Null over there, so a little bit of a missed opportunity for the Blade Master. He did windwalk a little early, just to, like, what is it, just to take care of the wisp, but apparently did not go, was able to finish that off with the grunt. Stronghold on the way. We do have the Voodoo Lounge out, so we're gonna assume he's gonna buy a healing salve. There we go. Selling TP scroll as well. The Nicker gonna actually steal a null from his opponent's camp and reach level 2 with that experience. Nicker forming a wall of Moonwells. And yeah. Actually, I'm really wondering who Lucifer is talking to in chat. I'm not sure if he's talking to anyone. Gloves of Haste and Boots of Speed on that Demon Hunter, so kind of well off, I guess. Again, +6 claws is fairly nice on that Demon Hunter as well. Boots of Speed has been purchased for Calypso's Blade Master. He is also actually tackling down this orange creep camp. Not fairly difficult. Vile Temptress is a level 6, but it does not deal chaos damage like many other level 6 creep camps. Either way, Nicker is going to find himself having a little skirmish with that Blade Master. But of course, the Demon Hunter can just mana burn away and just run away. Boots of Speed on both heroes. I believe the Demon Hunter is faster than the Blade Master. I could be mistaken. They could be just be the same movement speed. Either way, Nicker nearly done with his tier 2. No Hunter's Hole just yet for him, so gotta keep tabs on that, whether or not he's gonna go double Ancient of Lore or double Ancient of Wind. I think Lore might be the stronger choice here, especially versus an Orc player, but Nicker has been known to go either route, so, you know, can't count him out just yet. Calypso actually gonna claim this second Valtemptress camp. Like I said before, not necessarily that hard, but I don't think the rewards are, or the items are that rewarding. Yeah. Replenishment potion, not necessarily the best item that could be picked up, but of course it is just it's a lot of experience gained from that camp, so might as well take it. Beastmaster is going to be coming in for Nicker as the second hero. This might actually suggest double Ancient of Winds, because the piercing damage could possibly benefit from the armor reduction from those dots, but who knows really. And yep, it is going to be double Ancient of Winds. Like, there's no real indicator on what here players are going to go for. I think the only indicator for Night Elf is there a Hunter's Hole when Tier 2 is nearly completed. If it's not, then it's Ancient of Winds. If it is, then it's double Ancient of Lore. So yeah, that's generally how it is. Although we have seen players who went Ancient of Wind first generally transition into Ancient of Lore later, so ultimately I think Ancient of Lore is probably the better option. We'll see if Nicker goes for that. Beastmaster is trying to deal with the Blade Master, but of course the Blade Master just has more killing potential, I guess you could call that. There we go with another Quill Beast placed down from the Beastmaster. Turn Chieftain is actually going to be finding himself, what is it, being hired up by Calypso, and Calypso even getting himself Raiders as well as a Spirit Lodge, so yeah. Anyway, Demon Hunter did take a lot of damage while chasing down that low hit point Grunt. Probably not worth it. Will be forced to retreat, but of course he can always heal up with those moon walls. Actually, there's quite a bit of moon walls available with mana as well. Adept training for the dots is on the way, so Crow Form, I guess. Don't know why you would want it, but you'll still have it. Either way, adept training also increases like the basic stats of those dots, like health and mana, as well as damage, so why not take it? It increases all your dots, so it's obviously beneficial. Berserker's Strength as well as Ensnare has been queued up, Ensnare being finished right now. I'm not sure how many Raiders are out for Calypso. He currently has one, so could potentially pick off some units. Turn Chieftain does not have War Stomp just yet. He actually has his Endurance Aura, so yeah. No pickoffs just yet that I can see coming in from Calypso. And Nicker is gonna be rather, I guess he's gonna take a big risk here going after this Green Drake camp as well as the Dark Wizard camp. I guess this is generally why it's a Red Creep camp, because it's a level 6 and a level 8. Oh, but Nicker, he is going to be forced to retreat. That is probably the worst that could happen when you're going for a Red Creep camp. Like, lose a couple of units and then forced to retreat without killing any. There we go with a dot being taken out as soon as it came out of the Ancient of Wind. Spirit Walkers are now out for Calypso as well, and this is probably not looking good for Nicker, I think. Army supply is 26 versus 46, so Calypso, not only did he, like, you know, no problems taking up, he had no problems massing up an army either. Dark Wizard actually able to take down the Wisp here, and that's an Ancient of War destroyed. Here we go with Calypso once again fighting Ancient of Wind actually being destroyed over there, so that is going to be reduced production for Nicker. Master's training is nearly completed. Cyclone is going to be an important factor. Actually, I'm actually having my memories like coming back to me now. I remember why double Ancient of Wind is chosen over Ancient of Lore against Orc players, because of Cyclone. I mean, how could I forget such an important thing like that? Cyclone basically, I believe it's 20 seconds? Like a 20-second crowd control ability that basically just sends your opponent's units flying in the air and doing nothing. They can't get damaged, but they can't do anything either, so it's a great way of, I guess, not isolating, but like controlling your opponent's units, especially against normal units. Heroes, it's not that effective because, well, you know, it's hero reduction by like 2/3, but anyway, the Red Creep Camp has been destroyed. We do have a Beastmaster with the stone token, so he's gonna use that. The Rock Golem is now available. You can see the Cyclone being used in action for the Raider. We even have a Hawk in the air, generally just to answer against that Blade Master's Windwalk, seeing as the Hawk does have True Sight. Now, I believe the Rock Golem does have Boulder Toss, and there we go with the Boulder Toss over there on the Blade Master. There we go with Vulnerability Potion, however, so we'll be able to withstand any sort of damage for a couple of seconds, and the Demon Hunter is going to be in trouble. He is kind of trapped and has no way of escaping, actually. No Moonwells available and no TB Scroll. Oh, he's going to be taken down at level, I believe, 3. Shockwave now available for the Turin Chieftains, so that will be quite a bit of AoE damage as well. Demon Hunter is going to be immediately revived, however, through the altar, which is going to be a problem. Blade Master could potentially be picked off. Rock Golem is going to toss the boulder. Is it going to be taken down? And I think so. Oh no, living with 2 health. I thought the dots had enough damage, but yeah, that is not going to be good. Gonna lose a Raider, Calypso, but he's able to pick off a couple of Nicker's dots as well. Oh, actually no. He's gonna focus on the Beastmaster, and that is... yikes. That is 2 heroes down. The Rock Golem potentially falling as well. The Rock Golem is a level 6 unit, so we'll give the Turin Chieftain quite a bit of experience. Actually, I'm not sure about summon units. I think they still count as creeps, so 100% of that experience is not actually gained. I think like 80% of it is earned instead. I think that's how creep camps go. Or how they work. I don't exactly know. Or at least remember. I did used to know, but you know, like completely forgot. Blade Master, able to live with about 2 health. I believe it was 2 health. Will be in action very soon. Calypso, win over upkeep 52 over 60 versus Nicker's 24. Nicker did have to fight that, like, at a supply disadvantage, so I guess I could commend him for, I guess, being able to live this through, but he did lose both of his heroes as well as the majority of his army. I mean, like, he's still at 24 supply. Now he's at 31. His Demon Hunter is back, but he's kind of trapped again. Ensnare is just such a good ability. We do have a health potion on that Demon Hunter, but there's no way of saving him unless he gets out. He needs an invulnerability potion or a TB scroll, or just move out of the way, Rock Golem. Yeah. His time is nearly up, so I mean, he's not really attacking. He's been tossing boulders, but that's all he's been doing. I'm not sure if it's the best usage of these Rock Golem, but oh well. Stone Golem, actually. Wait. Either one. Beastmaster will not be returning as the Altar of Elders has now been destroyed. I mean, Raiders, they're just so good against sieging buildings. They have their siege damage, which is kind of weird, but oh well. I mean, like, damn, like, Raiders just so good at destroying buildings. And is Pillage up? I have no idea if Pillage is up, but if it is, then he is also cashing in on the money at destroying these buildings as well. Nicker, not really an easy, what is it? An easy person to, I guess, do well against, but Calypso is proving himself to be the better player here. Well, let's see how this game will go on. Nicker has amassed quite a fair number of dots, so if we can see a pretty good focus fire from him, then Calypso's army could potentially drop, but Nicker does not look like in a good position at all. He's lost 2 out of 4 of his Moonwells. He is producing another one. We have Raiders just constantly being focus fired. There we go with Disenchant finally for Calypso. We'll disenchant both the Spirit Link, the Cyclone, as well as the Fairy Fire. I think that's a very important debuff to actually get rid of. Not only is the vision granted like very annoying to deal with, also the armor debuff, but it looks like the Demon Hunter might be following death once again. Level 4 on the Blade Master for Calypso, and yeah, like any Altar of Elder replacement, I'm not sure. We do have a second Ancient of Wind back at the mercenary camp, and this is not looking good for Nicker. Oh, but the Blade Master, oh wow, he will be taken down. What is it? What am I trying to say here? Usually when how did he kill him? Usually when the Blade Master wind walks, I don't think the damage registers as he gets into stealth. But of course he was fairy fired, so vision was given, so the damage can register and kill him. So that's what happened, but unfortunately no experience was gained. Demon Hunter is now revived thanks to the Tavern. We'll get to level 4 after this Spirit Walker, and let's see how well he can actually come back from this. Like, killing the Blade Master is kind of a big deal. However, Calypso, not really like struggling in terms of economy, I think. What is it? What am I trying to say? He has no problems reviving his Blade Master either through the altar or through the tavern. But of course he doesn't want to spend any lumber, he wants to just revive through the altar. We'll actually surround this raider, not able to pick off a druid before dying, so meh. Anyway, looks like Nicker's not actually doing well in terms of economy either. Only having a couple of wisps, only 3 in the gold mine as well. Not something you would like to happen, but yeah. The other 2 are actually constructing moonwalls, so he can't afford to do that. I mean, yeah, I was wondering, is the gold even moving? Now he has enough gold to produce wisp, but I'm not sure if he's gonna bother doing that. I mean, he needs to start producing wisps now. I mean, he needs builders. Oh well. Calypso clearing out this gold mine. Potential, what is the potential expand coming from Calypso? Not entirely sure, but in about like 4 minutes, that main gold mine will be destroyed. And we see Calypso over here bring in about a couple of peons, so that will definitely be an expand coming down very soon. Nicker is staying alive, as you saw in the chat. Lucifer kind of rooting for him, saying that you shouldn't give up prematurely. I agree, but sometimes it's generally like preferred. Oh well, Torrent Chieftain is at level 4. Kind of deadly. Level 2 Shockwave, level 2 Endurance Aura. Not sure whether he's going to take level 3 Shockwave or not, but probably is going to be the logical option, I think. Just lots of damage from the Shockwave. It's kind of like the same situation with level 5 Panda. Would you take Drunken Haze or would you take Fire? It's obviously going to be Fire because the damage is incredible. Either way, Blade Master is at level 4, the Demon Hunter is nearly at level 5, that's mainly a result of being like the only hero for the pink team for the majority of the game. I mean, sure there's the Beastmaster, but Beastmaster has not yet returned, so 100% of the experience gained for the Demon Hunter. Level 5 has now been achieved, probably will have that level 3 mana burn, but he's not actually casting it just yet. Invulnerability potions from both the Blade Master as well as the Demon Hunter is going to be used. The dots are struggling a little bit against Calypso's units, having to actually go for 3 simultaneous cyclones. That's a hefty amount of mana. That's about 200 mana, which is half the mana pool of the dots. So needs to be careful about using too much mana at the same time. There we go, the level 3 mana burn on the Blade Master. It will prevent him from going for windwalks, but the ensnares, I would imagine, just constant ensnares will be going on for the Demon Hunter, but the Demon Hunter is going to turn around, try and go after that Torrent Chieftain, but the speed scroll has been used. We also have a couple of peons as well, not necessarily the best usage out of them because no spirit link, but oh well, dots just dying left and right, raiders soon following as well. Demon Hunter could potentially be level 6 as the chat is actually pointing out. Really looking forward to that. Like Nicker with Metamorphosis on his Demon Hunter is probably one of the best things I have seen in a while. And now Nicker is going to turn this around. He's actually going to go on the offensive for once, which is rather surprising. Turn Chieftain, very, very low. Healing Salve will be used, but it will take a very long time for him to actually get back into this. Actually having to force selling his item just to get the gold. I'm actually rather surprised that Calypso did not go for an expand. Instead he used the the peons as meat shields without Spirit Link. Obviously Spirit Link is so important, but he did not go for that. He did not go for an expand either, so I think this is probably the result of the wrong decision being made, maybe. I'm actually rather surprised that Nicker is still in this game, despite only having like 500 gold left in his mine. Meanwhile, Calypso lost his. It was around 4 minutes, so I'm actually pretty happy that I got that sort of right. Nicker, less than 500 gold, so he probably needs to expand. I'm not sure if Night Elves can actually sustain well without an expand, so I would imagine this gold mine being cleared out very soon. I'm pretty sure that's what he is doing right now. And there we go, Calypso actually going to resort into long distance mining, I believe. Don't think he can afford to place down a Great Hall, so yeah, he's going to resort to long distance mining for a while. Not sure if he's actually going to save up for another base or not. Probably going to go for just a bigger army. Nice usage of crow form right there to cancel out the lightning shield. Kind of similar to when you stone form with gargoyles, but of course that's kind of obvious because of the anti-magic of the gargoyles. Gloves of haste, oh, do not give that to a blade master. It's going to be given either way. That's either going to be kept for, I mean, the combat stats or just for extra bit of gold. Calypso also has the full 15-second vulnerability potion on the blade master. This Black Drake camp has not been taken out yet, but it has been woken up by the blade master. No tier 3 from him either. So I'm rather surprised. Like, orc players don't go for tier 3 anymore. Like, the Purge Bowl is just one of the great items for the Blade Master, but not being used anymore. By Purge Bowl I mean Lightning Orb. Like, able to ensnare your opponent for like 1 second is pretty important, as well as just dealing with summon units like Quill Beast. I'm rather surprised. Actually not surprised at all. Beastmaster was not in action for a very long time, so being level 2 is not a surprise to me at all. Fairy Dragons now in the air. That is probably a surprise, but I guess like 3 Spirit Walkers is worth having 1 Fairy Dragon. Either way, this Black Drake camp has been taken out. Stone Golem, or Rock Golem, whatever, has been picked up, so now it's Calypso's turn to just constantly throw boulders at his opponent's face. Peons are moving, not sure where they're going. Quite a bit of gold has been used somewhere, I have no idea. Probably picked up this Scroll of Healing maybe. Ancient of Wind as well as the Tree of Eternity is actually moving to this gold mine, so at least Nicker is thinking about dragging this game out longer, thinking about the late game. Unfortunately, Calypso not really utilizing his peons very well.
A player's forces are under attack.
It's gonna be rather scary. Although orcs are pretty good, like all game, like early to late game. I guess when they struggle economy-wise, this is generally what happens. Night Elves, no problem. They can just uproot their trees and just move on to the next gold mine, but yeah, this is going to be rather difficult for Calypso to break through now. Like, Nicker had a very, I guess, what is it? I guess he was pretty lucky that he lived through the initial assaults of Calypso, but now he is looking rather strong. 46 versus 38, although he is still behind in supply. I probably think that Nicker could actually pull this through, but then again, that's just a guess.
Town is under siege.
Oh, looks like Nicker. Ooh,
A player's forces are under attack.
oh, guess not. Anyway, there we go with the fight going on. Disenchant is going to be used to try and get rid of that Cyclone. Fairy Fires are going to be casted around and around. Scroll of Healing. I think that was the Scroll of Healing used. Let's just see the Blade Master. Yeah, that was used over there. So, kind of a worthwhile item being used so early on. This is going to be rather troublesome. We need Spirit Link just being casted around the Orc units, but that's not exactly happening. Fairy Fire, not Fairy Fire, just Mana Flare being used to try and counteract those Spirit Walkers. Level 6 on that Demon Hunter, but can the Demon Hunter live? No, he needs to metamorphosize. Oh, actually, teleporting back to his main base. There we go, metamorphosis. Let's see how well Nicker can actually utilize this. I need to see the chaos damage, the chaos splash damage working into effect. Beastmaster was taken out earlier on. Let's see how the Demon Hunter does. I mean, come on, don't run away, Calypso. You need to fight against Nicker's Demon Hunter right now. Although Demon Hunter is rather low, I'm not sure what the cooldown is on that potion of healing. Probably can't use it right now. There we go. Remember, the Demon Hunter is kind of tanky right now with about 1300 health, but he is going to be forced to run away. Dots kind of reducing in number, but at the same time, Calypso is facing quite a bit of a problem. Where is the Blade Master? There he is. Was wondering where he was. There we go, another health potion being quaffed for the Demon Hunter. There we go with the Stone Token now being used, and he will start tossing out the boulders. Oh, the Demon Hunter is now no longer metamorphosized. He will probably be useless and probably die. Yeah, Calypso actually forgetting to use that Golem. Ooh, wow, the Turn Chieftain very, very low. But I think the Fairy Dragon could potentially kill him. I know, right? Like, Fairy Dragons can't kill anyone, but it looks like it could possibly kill the Turn Chieftain. No, definitely not. The regeneration rate is actually too high. Alright, where's the Demon Hunter? There he is. Did not use... Oh, yeah, try to run away, please, Nicker. Did not use the Moonwalls. I'm not sure why he's not, but could potentially use them. Like said in the chat before, Metamorphosis could potentially be used again. Nicker, arm supply of 33 versus Calypso's 18. So now it's Nicker, the one leading in his supplies. So looking rather good for himself. Probably to be expected. I mean, Nicker is like mining off a gold mine. He's like almost 2,000 gold from this gold mine. So why would you not have the advantage after just an elongated fight? Now the Rock Golem is probably going to be the major factor here for Calypso, but let's see how Nicker can actually work his way around us. Yeah. Spell Shield potion has been picked up. Probably just to reduce the damage coming in from the Shockwave, the level 3 Shockwave actually. But oh well, we do have a surround on the Blade Master, but it will actually cause the death of a couple of dots, but oh, it's the Demon Hunter now. Like said before in chat, level 6 or level 5 and above Demon Hunter is pretty strong. Level 7 Demon Hunter is going to just win Nicker the game. Okay, so that's what happened. I probably spoke too much this game, but oh well. I'm actually casting at midnight. I'm trying to stay as lively as possible, but oh well. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed game 1. Not sure if I'm going to cast game 2 tonight or tomorrow. It's probably going to be tomorrow because I'm actually rather tired. So either way, hopefully you guys have enjoyed this nice comeback by Nicker. I'll see you guys again next time.